Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, everybody, and today we're doing another BDSP guide, go figure, with Heatran as the Pokemon we're talking about today. So Heatran's a pretty cool Pokemon, a legendary, a very strong Pokemon, Fire Steel typing, pretty solid. The only really downside of this Pokemon is the 4 times weakness to ground, which can be, kind of overlooked with the Shuca berry, which is pretty good. It makes it more so like a 2-shot typically, because the first one's not going to kill you. The second one's going to kill you. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of Heatran, right? Pretty big damage. Not super fast. Like pretty slow. Slow enough to be used under Trick Room or be fine without. Like a mid-speed Pokemon without. Which is pretty good. It has not a lot of moves that we're really going to be using. Really just like the main moves. It's like Dual Stab potentially, as well as Earth Power, Protect, Sub. Shuca Berry, Flash Fire. Nothing too crazy other than those to write home about. So let's go ahead and get into the overview of the Pokemon. Look at all of, every little aspect of said Pokemon. So stats are first. So we've got HP at 91, pretty, medium, as well as 106 defense and 106 special defense. All like pretty solid, a little above average potentially as well. So overall pretty great, right? I mean, it's a legendary Pokemon. We should expect good stats, right? Why is my lights are sussing out here, sorry. So yeah, overall very solid bulk. The only bad thing is the 4 times weakness, which is going to get through this like pretty good bulk. You can go all into bulk if you want, but Shuca Berry is still going to do like the majority of the efforts because it halves the damage effectively. So we're probably, going to be leaning a little bit into bulk and then a little bit into special attack, and as you can see in the spread, that's what we did. Boring Y spread today. Crazy. But yeah, special attack at 130, pretty good. Attack at 90 doesn't matter. And speed at 77 is okay. Good enough to go, to be like a fairly solid mid-speed Pokemon. Good under Tailwind, good under Trick Room. And normal without those said things. Normal. Not crazy, but not terrible. As far as the trending moves, oh, by the way, this guy is a top 10 Pokemon, by the way. Let's go ahead and show that off. I think it's number 10, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. It's number 8. It's, top 10. It's a top 10 Pokemon. It's a very solid Pokemon in the meta. Currently 21% usage, so it's a lot of people using that Pokemon. Let's go over here. Let's look at these trending moves. So obviously 98, 98, 93. Everybody's using these 3 moves. Protect, Heat Wave, Earth Power. Makes a lot of sense. Flash Can's a little less relevant this format because there's only like a couple fairy type Pokemon, and one of the main ones is Azumarill. It's half water, so we're still not even doing that much with Flash Cannon. Really, the only thing you're hitting with Flash Cannon is Togekiss, and then like other things that you're just stab neutral hitting. So it's pretty weird, right? 36%. We see a very heavy drop off. Actually, 62% on substitute means that this is the trending set. 98, 98, 93, and 62%. And then Flash Cannon's more so a tech choice, and then a couple other tech choices here as well. So yeah, this is usually going to be the set you see. Protect, Sub, Earth Power, Heat Wave. Flash Cannon takes a little bit of a backseat, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and look at the trending teammates. Cresselia at 76%, Garchomp at 45%, Togekiss at 40%, 33% Tyranitar, and then the rest are stragglers under 30%. Breloom, Rotom-Wash, Hitmontop, Scizor, Gyarados, Azumarill, all of them. This is a Pokemon. It's a good Fire-type Pokemon. It's solid. It fills out a lot of Fire, Water, Grass cores if you're looking to do that. It's also Steel, so it can do a Steel, Dragon, Fairy core pretty easily as well. And yeah, I mean, Cresselia works really well with it because, well, Cresselia is just an overpowered Pokemon in the format. But it also has Levitate, which is insane because you have like a safe switch, or you have this Pokemon with your Heatran. So if they're committing to an Earthquake, they're not hitting your Cresselia, and they're only hitting 50% Shuca Berry into the Heatran. So it makes for a good partner. It also has access to Trick Room, which makes Heatran stand out a little bit more. Trick Room is pretty solid with, and Garchomp Togekiss makes obvious sense for obvious reasons. That it is the most common played thing in the format. Togekiss, Garchomp, so many teams just have both on them, and that's fine. So yeah, that's those. Let's look at trending items. Trending items are pretty basic once again. 50% of the time you're going to be seeing Shuca Berry, so expect Shuca Berry. Then we have 21% leftovers, and then Chopal Berry, which is interesting. You'd go Chopal over Shuca. That's very interesting. But, with bullet punches in the format, not bullet punch, Mach punches in the format, multiple Mach punch users, Hitmontop, Breloom, to name just two, the main two. I guess it makes sense, right? You can make a case for Chopal Berry. And then some damage dealers, Charcoal, Life Orb 1.2 times on your fire move, and then 1.3 times on every move with a little bit of damage, and Iapapa Berry, and then others 4%. So, primarily you're going to be seeing Shuca Berry. You might see a couple damage dealing items, maybe a Chopal, leftovers. Both builds that I have today are going to be Shuca Berry, and the ability Flame Body is like pretty bad. Like it's not very good. So Flash Fire makes sense. And then for the trending spreads down here, a lot of basic stuff, a lot of 252, 252 fours. We see here a couple different spreads going a little into speed, odd, and then a max speed timid, which is something we'll naturally see on this as well. Usually not going to see that. It's usually going to be, modest or quiet with a 252, 252 4 spread. That's typically what you're going to see here. The leftover 4 makes sense to go into here because then you'll outspeed the mirror. But then when Trick Room's set up, you won't be outspeeding the mirror, so it's, it's odd. Anyway, that is the overview. Let's look at these spreads. Let me put this back in range so that we're seeing these spreads. Boom. Heatran spreads. They're kind of boring. They're pretty basic. This Pokemon's not a highly customizable Pokemon, to be honest. You can mess around with the spread a little bit if you want to, for sure, but really the big worry is ground type moves, which Shuca Berry helps. So just going pretty basic Y spread, it's fairly safe with this Pokemon. Anyway, let's get into it. Shuca Berry, Flash Fire. These are not going to change. Shuca Berry, you can change, like we said. There are a couple good items, but I am not changing it. I like Shuca Berry on Heatran. I've been running it almost exclusively ever since the Pokemon has been viable. In every format where the Pokemon is viable, Shuca Berry is typically what you'll see, and that makes sense, right? 50% damage on your 4 times effective, making it essentially 2 times effective. Instead, it's pretty normal. As far as the spread goes, Flash Cannon, Heat Wave, Earth Power, Protect. This is a little customizable. You can switch Flash Cannon for sub. That's what we have here on the second build. The second build is a Trick Room build. Not much changed, except for the fact that the one move changed, and then, the spread changed a little. But yeah, really you want Heat Wave, Earth Power, Protect on your set. Flash Cannon or sub can be a great 4th one. Either one. It is really, really up to you, however you see fit. If you don't have a Togekiss answer, if you don't have like a Rotom Wash that's doing a lot of damage, Thunderbolt, if you don't have access to something that's beating the Togekiss's face in, punching that dumb idiot fairy guy, then Heatran, put Flash Cannon on. If you're worried about that, Flash Cannon. If you're not, sub, easy enough. Easy enough. That's the customization, guys. That's really what we're customizing. That's what we're changing. So yeah, that's how that goes. And then over here, 252 into HP, 252 plus into special attack, going modest nature, and then minus nature in attack, and then the 4 left over into defense. Got him. Boom. Earthquake is usually going to be the effective special or physical attack. Physical attack is a little, it seems a little bit more rampant in this format. It doesn't always have to be, but it definitely feels a little bit more so. Cresselia, Togekiss, Rotom Wash. I mean, it's pretty 50-50 to be honest, but whatever. Whatever. No matter the weather. Anyway, that's this dude, right? That's the first set. Now the second set is, like I said, very, very close to identical. Shuca Berry, Flash Fire, not changing those. Heat Wave, Earth Power, Protect the sub. We did change Flash Cannon into sub. Like I said, you're not worried, sub. If you're worried, Flash Cannon. Easy enough, right? Pretty easy to remember. Or pretty easy to think about. So yeah, that's how that goes. That's the set. And then for the spread, 252 HP, 252 into special attack, and then the leftover 4 into defense. Nothing changed there, but the nature will change. We're going plus a special attack and minus speed, the quiet nature, just making us as slow as possible for Trick Room. And then 0 IVs, 0 IVs, count them 0. Not really anything to count. Very slow Pokemon. So it's fast in Trick Room. Makes sense, right? That's really all it is. It's really all the difference is. That's what we've got. Those are the spreads. That is the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. No damage calcs, no speed tiers, nothing like that today. Heatran, just doing Heatran things. Have a good weekend. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. Goodbye.